Good morning. Today we're going to be learning about Google Slides. And Google Slides is an app provided by the Google Apps for Education. And today we're going to be looking at the basics of how to create a slide. These slides can be used by you as the teacher to present information to your students. Or these slides can also be used by your students to demonstrate their knowledge and understanding by creating presentations and visuals. So let's go ahead and get started by going to Google Slides. The first thing you'll need to do is to sign on with your MCPS account, which everyone should have. So go ahead and sign on in. You're welcomed by your home screen, and on the home screen it shares all the slides that you have created or that have been shared by you. So mine might look a little overwhelming because there are quite a few slides here, some of which have been created by me for classes or, for example, this for a staff meeting. Other slides, you'll see a lot of them that look the same about life in a one-room schoolhouse. These slides have been created by my students as a culminating activity and have been shared with me. So again, something that hopefully we'll get to later on for you to use with your students. So we're ready to go ahead and create a new slide presentation. So at the bottom of your screen, you'll see a plus sign. We're going to go ahead and click that to create a new presentation. And then we'll open one up for you. And the first thing that will pop up here is the Choose a Theme box. You're going to be able to slide through here. And I want you to keep in mind that whatever theme you choose is going to be applied to all of the slides in your presentation. So for this one, I want to click this fun, colorful slide here. We'll click OK. And you will see that this theme has been imported onto the slide. Now you might be looking at this and going, wow, this looks pretty similar to PowerPoint, which it definitely does. So if you are comfortable with PowerPoint, you will find Google Slides to be quite comparable and hopefully easy to use. So as prompted by the slide, I'm able to directly just click and I can type right onto the slide. So as a reading teacher, I'm thinking of my very first marking period, and the first unit that I teach is all on historical fiction. So I'll type my title in, and again I can come down here and click and type directly onto the slide. So my title slide is done and I'm ready to add a new slide. So I'm going to come up here to the toolbar, and at the very end is the plus sign, which is to add a new slide. And you'll see over here on the navigation side that it has added directly. So again, I can click and add and type right on the slide. So my title, what is historical fiction? And for here, I'm going to use some bullet points. So again, using the toolbar, I'll click the bullet point here to add, and I will type in directly on the slide again my basic intro here. Oops. Historical fiction is a genre of literature. And let's say I want to change the font. So I'll highlight it, come back up to my toolbar, and click the font. You'll notice there are not that many provided by Google, but you can import your own if you would like. So I'm going to choose this one. And you want to make sure that you're choosing a font that is legible, especially if you are presenting on a Promethean board or using a projector. You want to make sure that all of your audience can see. If I click the A, I can change the color. So we'll change it to white, something that stands out on this dark red background. So I've got my text here. Now I want to add an image to go with it. So going back up to my toolbar, I'm going to find the picture that looks like a mountain almost and click it. And what's great about Google Slides is you don't need to open up more windows and search for pictures. You can do it all through this Insert an Image tool. So if you have an image on your computer, you can choose to upload it. I, however, do not. So I'm going to come over here to Search, and you can do a Google image search right from Google Slides. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm thinking of one of the books I begin with right away is called Out of the Dust. It's about the Dust Bowl. So why don't I go ahead and search that? Out of the Dust. And this image, the very first one, is actually from goes with the story and comes also from a video that we use. So I'm going to use that image. I simply just click it. You'll notice it highlights it and select. And it'll go ahead and direct it right on your page. I'm going to modify the size of it because it is quite large. I'm going to just shrink it down by clicking and dragging the corners. And now I can just click and put the picture wherever I'd like it to go. And you'll see now that I've added the picture right onto my slide. And again, in the same fashion, you can go ahead and continue throughout your whole presentation. Click to add a new slide, type in your text right on, and again, using the toolbar, you'll be able to change the fonts, the size, the color, and any other tool that you may need is right up here. When I'm done with my presentation, I can go ahead and click Present, and now it's been saved. It automatically saves, and you'll see it'll go through and go right through your slide for you. I can go ahead and it'll walk you right on through. And that is the basics of how to get started with Google Slides. Thank you.